Hey everybody, it's Ann Barrante here to talk a little bit about science and health and toxins and all that good stuff. Many of you know I'm a clinical scientist and love science. I love health. I love wellness. I love motivating people. And so I spend a lot of my time reading because it's interesting to me. Now, if you ask me to read something about history, well, but science is my thing. So my intention is to really educate people, to motivate them, and to just really let you know that you've got choices. So today I want to talk a little bit about toxins, and I want you to understand that a toxin is more than just a chemical. It's something that's foreign to your body. So your body is rejecting it. It doesn't like it. It creates stress on the body. It's not natural for it to be present in the body, and therefore your body has a reaction. It's defending itself, which is a great thing. The human body is a miracle. So I wanted to read a couple things that you might not be aware of, if I can look in my handy-dandy book here. Really, our body is plagued with toxins, and it's very sad, as you know. And the toxic burden that is placed on us is really what I believe, in my opinion, leads to the degradation of our health over time. And genetically, we all will react differently, right? So I have different eyes than you, and my sight is different, and maybe I'm going to digest proteins a little differently than you, and maybe I'm going to be a candidate for certain diseases based on genes, and you'll maybe not have the same things. So getting a little scientific, but just so you know, so genetically we're all different. So there's not a magic cure for anything, right? But we all know cumulatively there's a lot of things we can do, and that's work on our mindset, work on our health. We can remove toxic relationships, toxic thoughts, and toxic food, toxic cleansing, cleaning products, hair products. And it's about balance. Yeah, I color my hair, might do my nails, okay? But I try to live by the 80-20 rule, 80% clean, 20% not so clean. Find that that's a good balance for me. Did you know that in 2005, a study was done with the Environmental Work Group testing the umbilical cord samples from cord blood, so from newborns, and they found that these babies averaged 200 contaminants in their blood, okay? They're so like pollutants, mercury, fire retardants, pesticides, Teflon, okay? 287 chemicals. It's incredible. And that was in 2005. And that, do you know that each person really carries between 500 and 700 toxins in their bodies? Whoa! Did you also know that all this toxic burden actually creates a hormonal response in the body where our fat cells start to take on hormonal activity, and they're endocrine disruptors? And this is, they're called obesogens. So women, I want you to think about breast tissue. Breast tissue is fat. And so if you have these fatty cells taking on hormonal activity, what do you think is going to happen? Just saying. Also around our bellies, we tend to all, as we age, carry some belly fat. That's our body's protective mechanism. So you want to find ways to eradicate toxins from the body. And really, as a scientist, and even not as a scientist, if you stop and think of the cumulative exposure over time, it's a lot. Our air, it's sad, but it's true. And instead of sticking your head in the sand, be empowered that there's things you can do, and really let food be thy medicine, and not just isogenics. All your food, your choices, make them clean whenever possible. Utilize whole foods, clean food, support local farmers when possible. A lot of people don't believe in taking vitamins, but really nutritionally, vitamins fill in the nutritional gap, and our food is devoid of what we need. And so drawing it back to toxins, our food can pull out a lot of toxins itself. It can also put toxins in the body. Chlorella and greens and cilantro, garlic, those are all great toxin pullers. So when you look at isogenics in our cleanse, which is an empty bottle that I happen to have here, look at the amazing ingredients it has in it. I need glasses perhaps. Rhodiola and peppermint and turmeric, carrot. Yay, guys, I can't really see. Lime, Paul Diarco, fennel, okay? Other things, because look at me struggle with this site. Anyhow, it doesn't cure site, right? Oh, it doesn't cure anything. But so just know that when we're using isogenics, It's one key component in long-term sustained health. If you are not checking in and checking out what you're putting in your body, what you're feeding yourself, if you are pretending that that is not going to have an implication later in your life, you are full of it. Sorry. Get real, people. Look around. You think where you're going to be in 10 years, okay? I was struggling 7 years ago, and it sucked. I didn't know I'd feel so great now. So you got to try new things. Be open. Be an advocate for your health. I am pumped up because you know what? I have been on this health journey for 4 years and on this program, and I feel fantastic. And one by one, lives are changing. So if you don't think you're toxic and you don't think you need to pay attention, you're sadly mistaken. Just wake up. Do yourself a favor. Thanks for listening to my scientific, passionate talk about toxicity. I just want you guys to live your best health and your best body, and I want you to live healthy and long and prosperous lives.